Good morning, everyone. So today's for Friday Flow. I wanted to slow it down a little bit. It's a little crazy time in the world, so I figured we all needed to just kind of reset, slow down, and just allow our heart to kind of guide us. So today's set is a short heart opener flow. So if you haven't done those before, all we're really trying to do is open up through the chest, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And for when you do it, just kind of try to let the mind go, and allow the heart to speak. So I think that'll all help us kind of reconnect, find that positivity, that love for yourself and for others, and just to share that love and life we have with those around us. So just try to share some lovely positivity today and have a fabulous time. Good morning, welcome to this short heart opener, little slower flowing yoga this morning. So our focus is to really slow down the mind and the thoughts and to just open up through our heart. So we're just going to get started in an easy seated position. Again, if any of these moves don't feel right, feel free to just skip, find a move that feels better for you. So just listen to your body and make sure you're following your own lead. So we're just going to sit in that easy seated position, so that crisscross position. Adjust your feet as necessary, but just remember what leg is in front. So I'm just going to inhale, roll the shoulders down, back and away, stacking the shoulders over the hips, gently allowing my legs to fall forward so my knees are over my ankles. Yeah, keeping my head nice and tall and lifted. Let's inhale our arms up towards the sky, dropping our right hand down, lifting the left arm up and over. Nice big side body stretch to get started, keeping our arm back by our ear and our chin lifted. Inhale, right arm up, left arm lowers down. Again, same stretch to the other side, pointing those fingertips on over. Inhale, lifting both arms up, twisting on over towards the right. Keeping the chest lifted and not long straight spine so we're not dumping into the lower back. Stay nice and tall. Yeah. Inhale, both arms up, twisting on over to the opposite side. Again, keeping the head nice and proud and lifted. Inhaling our arms up towards the center. Let's exhale, fold forward. So just bringing the forearms down. You should feel that gentle compression into the hips here. Nice straight spine. So we're just that gentle squeeze warming up through our lower body here. This is one of my favorite stretches to do. Let's start to walk those hands back up. We'll bring our palms to our lower back and let's just inhale, bring our crown up towards the sky. Just a little gentle back bend. So here I'm not really bending into my back at all. I'm focusing on lifting my head up, which is just starting to activate through my core. I really have like no arch here, so I'm just staying lifted just like this with lifting up. So I can feel it already starting to activate and just slowly warming up through my shoulders, relaxing them down from my ears. And let's exhale, release. So we're going to change which leg is in front. Yes, try to do it this way. So that now switching that leg, same moves that we already did. So let's just inhale our arms up. Exhale, we're going to side body stretch to the right. So it might feel a little different, feel a little funky because it's not most likely not the dominant side. You're going to be sitting for a crisscross. Nice stretch. Let's take it on over to the other side. Pull the arms up, twisting towards the right, lowering the arms down again, keeping the spine up nice and tall. Inhaling our arms up, let's twist to the other side. Inhale, bringing it into center and folding forward. Getting that nice compression into the hips, maybe feeling it more on one side or to the other. Yeah, it feels nice into my right side hip now. It does. You okay, helper? Again, let's just walk our hands back up, taking our palms to the lower back. Again, just relaxing them so fingertips are pointed down. We're just going to start here by just lowering the shoulders down, back, and away, and staying up nice and tall. This might be enough and all the activation you need. Otherwise, we're going to start to take our gaze up towards the ceiling. Maybe slowly starting to take a little further for that baby back bend, activating through the core here. There should be little to no extension into the spine here. Flexion, extension, flexion. I don't know, it's too early, not enough coffee. Let's bring it back into center, relaxing our arms by our sides, keeping one arm or leg in. We're going to take the other one out for a nice little stretch within the legs. All we're going to do is just inhale our arms up. We're going to take our right arm into the, if your right leg's out, right arm into the right inside of the right leg, reaching our left up and over again. Nice side body bend. Nice big twist here. Oh. We'll inhale, pull on up, keeping our legs just like this. We're going to take our left arm behind, just kind of straight down, and that right arm's going to come across and start to reach for the opposite arm. I'm just going to twist here. And all I'm doing is I'm keeping my chest up nice and proud, and I'm just using it to gently pull and help me open up through my chest. So I'm just gently pulling my arm back. If this doesn't feel good or doesn't feel right, you can just take it for arms behind you, whatever you need to. Just what we're focusing on is just opening up through the chest to allow the shoulders to relax down, back and away, and start to again open up through our heart. And when I say when we're doing heart openers, all we're trying to do is just open up the chest, relax the shoulders away. We can tend to hunch up and get tight. So I'm trying to just relax, open up, allow that energy to flow out. So we'll just release our arms there. Let's take that same stretch to the other side. So inhale, arms up. Closest arm comes down to the inside of the leg. That's what I feel like too. I get it. Yeah. Good big stretch again. That arm that's up in the air is going to stay straight this time. The other arm is going to reach back and gently pull, or just reach back behind you again, whatever feels comfortable to open up through the chest. Keeping it nice and proud. Great job. Let's release our arms, bringing our feet together for our butterfly position. So relaxing the knees out towards the side. Bottoms of the feet stay together. We can adjust how close our heels into our body. So bring them out or in, whatever we need to be comfortable in this butterfly. We're going to stay up nice and tall for this stretch, allowing all that nice stretching to be happening into the lower body, staying up nice and tall and activating through the core here. That felt nice, didn't it? Yeah. So let's extend those legs out. I'll do this at a little bit of an angle. Into our Dandasana, our staff pose here. So we have our legs out nice and tall, toes up towards the sky, and just even standing or sitting in this position just like this, I can already start to feel my core activate just to keep my spine straight up right here. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders right over my hips and keeping my chest up. So this might be enough for you just staying like this, or we're going to just bring our hands out towards the side, wherever is comfortable, but we don't want them to rest quite yet. So we're just going to keep them out nice and proud, taking them out just like this, and all I'm going to focus is on just lifting up my heels up towards the sky. And I'm feeling that nice activation through my quads, through my calves. My core is loving it this morning. And realistically, my heels are maybe an inch above the ground. I don't know if it looks like they're lifted. Maybe. But even just what appears to be a very small movement is activating a lot of my muscles, a lot of my core, keeping my chest up. So I'm trying not to fall back into a boat. I'm trying to stay up nice and tall here. For 3, 2, 1, releasing the heels, rounding the back, reaching towards our shins or our feet, allowing the chin to come down towards the chest. Taking a nice big inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more time. Great work. We're going to come back into that butterfly position, but we're going to bring it on down into our supine version. So bringing our back all the way down, butterfly position, adjusting again how close our heels are towards our body. So relaxing the arms down, palms up. Same sort of movement here. All I'm going to do, so I'm making sure my lower back stays onto the ground, relaxing the shoulders down, back and away. My fingertips are just gently pressing onto the outsides of my thighs. And all I'm going to do is just activating through my lower body is inhale, lift my feet up. Again, half inch to an inch. Feeling that core activate. If there's any arching in the spine, just lower the legs down and enjoy the stretch. Otherwise, we're just going to hold here, not holding our breath for 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's bring our right leg up, crossing the left leg over. Just a little stretch here into our supine pigeon or figure 4. You can stay here, gently press away that outside knee, keeping that top foot flexed. Otherwise, you can reach for the opposite thigh, pulling it in. Yeah. Let's do the same thing to the opposite side. So lowering that leg down, opening it up, staying there, or pulling through for that little supine stretcher. And good work lowering down. We're going to keep bottoms of the feet onto the mat. Fingertips are also down by our sides. Bringing our heels in as close as we can to our glutes. Our knees are staying straight up, feet are hip width distance. And we're going to inhale up into the bridge. If you know bridge is not part of your practice, you can find a different stretch that works for you. Otherwise, we're just going to slowly inhale our hips up towards the sky. And I'm staying activated through my entire legs and my glutes. I'm really focusing on activation through my glutes here. So I'm keeping my knees straight. I'm not pulling them in or pulling them out. Again, feet hip width distance. Make sure my shoulders aren't creeping up towards my ears, so relaxing them down by the sides so we can find that interlace grip underneath to really open up through the chest. Making sure we're staying nice and tall and activated. How's it going over there? You hopefully are not moving your neck around like I am doing. So try to keep your chin towards your chest. We don't want any movement into the neck. We don't want to activate something that's keeping us nice and firmly planted onto the ground. Taking one more big squeeze if we're in that shoulder squeeze. And we'll exhale, slowly lower down. Bringing our knees in towards the chest. Let's just roll into that little ball. Left and right. Reverse directions. Rocking forward and back until we come up into a nice boat pose. So slowly getting there, pulling my chest in. I'm going to stay into this modified version. Scoot it back. Right. It's easier to keep this stick. Here you go. So keeping the chest up, toes pointed. I'm going to stick with this modified bow. Again, you can extend the legs all the way out. You can just keep the toes down, working on that lift or gently lowering back with the spine, but making sure no arch. So wherever our abs are today during our practice, that's exactly where we need to be. So finding that modification that works for us. Yes, that is right. All we're doing is just a nice little transition to come all the way over into our tabletop. So hands and wrists underneath our shoulders. What are those things? Knees under our hips. We're going to do our couple cat-cows. So starting nice and firmly planted. Let's just inhale, bring our crown up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding through, feeling that nice arch. Bring the belly button in. Inhale, lower down. Lifting up you go. Exhale. Rolling through. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Rolling through. Let's bring it back into neutral. We're going to extend our arms out, coming into our Sphinx pose. So bringing our belly all the way down. So our head's going to stay straight forward. Our elbows can start underneath the shoulders, or if we need, we can push them out a little more, but keeping the palms down. Lower body is relaxed. And you can bring our chin down towards the chest, or if you want to get deeper into that back bend, you can start to take the gaze up or even push up into a seal position where forearms lift. Either one is working for you, but just remember we're kind of relaxing through the lower body to just focus onto our spine, which is connected all the way up to the neck. So again, whatever position is comfortable with the neck here. Just making sure we're trying to keep that nice opening through our body. Yeah. So we'll hold here for 2 more rounds of breath. This wall got close to me, didn't it? It did. Oh, bless you. And we're ready. We're just slowly bring our forehead all the way down onto the mat. You can stay right here, but we're going to reach for our quad stretch. So if you want to use
strap or a towel or anything, or just kind of reach back for your foot. Also an option. If you'd like, you can always come up, lifting the chest up or staying down, whatever is more comfortable for you. I'll stay lifted so I can watch Clay a little better. Releasing that quad stretch, we'll come to the other side. That feels nice. Can't forget about the legs even when we're opening up our heart, right? Exactly. Let's lower leg coming up into that tabletop position again. So once we are here, woohoo, we're just going to do again 3 rounds of cat-cow breathing. So our wrists are under our shoulders again, knees back, inhale, lifting the crown, exhale, pulling through. So just a nice after movement, after we've been into that Sphinx pose. Inhaling, lift, so rounding through. One more time. You're too cute. And we'll bring it. Still, I'm walking my knees in. I'm just gonna, oh, I might be a little too tall. You don't need to see my face though. So we're gonna be in this, we're gonna come into a camel position. So this is a big heart opener, a big compression to that lower spine. So if this doesn't feel right, or if your lower back's not feeling it, maybe you can just stay right here into this kneeling position. But our knees are hip width distance apart, and our toes are going straight back, so everything is perfect alignment in our lower body. Our chest is up and lifted. So again, if anything doesn't feel right, this might just be where we are. And we're just going to activate by drawing the belly button in towards the spine, relaxing our arms down by the sides. You can always just relax them onto the lower back here. And you can stay here or take the gaze up, similar to how we were doing that in that easy seated position. If you're wanting to get a little more, let's start by bringing the balls of the feet onto the mat. So my toes are pointed down. That means my heels are going to be a little closer to me. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start to lean back until I find one hand connection on the heel and the other one. This is a large glute activator. So I'm making sure I'm squeezing through my glutes. I'm not trying to sway my head in either direction. I'm staying right here. I'm lifting up nice and tall through my chest so that reach is occurring by relaxing my shoulders away from my ears and lifting my chest up. And that might be all the connection you need. I'm not going to go any further because it seems like enough for me today. But I'm feeling that nice activation through the glutes. So I'm squeezing the glutes, making sure I'm keeping my belly button drawn in and core activated, and feeling that nice gentle compression into my lower spine and a big opening through my chest. One more full round of breath, and exit position. If you want to further camel, you can always lower the feet down to reach even further, or take your hands all the way to the mat if you have a super flexible body this morning. And you can always take that gaze all the way back behind you, but I'm going to keep mine a little more forward. And when you're ready, we're going to start to unwind how we came in. So I'm bringing my hand to my lower back, pulling it back up, and I'm going to round all the way forward. So just finding that little cat version. You can always come into a rabbit pose or Sasangasana, but I'm just going to stay into this nice upright rounded, so all of my weight's into my hands. And no confusion anywhere else of where my weight is going, but just that nice counter stretch into the spine for one full round of breath. When you're ready, we're going to slowly come into a child's pose. So relaxing the knees out towards the side. Do a little ankle. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. You're being such a good boy. So relaxing the knees out towards the side. Toes are back, just relaxing any work we've been doing. Excuse you. Feeling a nice opening through the insides of the legs. If you're like me, bringing the heart rate down after that camel pose. Slowly bringing the heat back down. Let's walk our hands up, coming into that seated position again. Hi, baby cakes. We're going to come into our seated wide-legged forward fold. So both legs are out, chest is lifted. Inhaling my arms up. I'm just going to exhale, fold forward into where it's comfortable. So I'm having a nice arch through my spine right now. That way my stretch is occurring into my legs. My upper body, we're just going to relax. I've done a lot of work with some of those poses. So I'm just allowing this time to kind of let my upper body just melt on into the floor. Get a nice stretch into the legs while I'm doing it, but just relaxing through. Yeah. Feel that nice extension into the spine. Chin towards the chest. Melting in. Mm-hmm. Ready to slowly walk our hands back up. Let's keep one leg forward. So I'm keeping my right leg forward, crossing my left leg over. Just gonna squeeze in here. Taking it all the way to a half fish by just maybe twisting all the way over. Hello. The leg that is bent, so the one that's up and over, is going to slowly start to come all the way opening. So it's my left leg that's bent, so I'm going to slowly start to open it. I'm going to bend into my right knee, extending my left leg out, so kind of that side body stretch again, but we're going to inhale, lift to a modified wild thing. So lifting my hips up, reaching on over, just a nice opening again through the chest. Let's come back down to that seated position. What did I just do? So now, keeping that left leg straightened, right leg is still bent, squeezing in or twisting over. Yeah. And again, I'm going to unwind by uncrossing that right leg, straightening it out, bending the left leg in to reach up and over. Whoop, new wall, modified wild thing. Yeah, we'll slowly bring it back in. One last time. Let's come into that easy seated position. Let's inhale, roll the shoulders down, back, and away. Taking our chin towards the chest. Bringing our chin back into neutral. And I want to thank you all for joining me into this little mini heart opener. So heart opener poses again are great for getting kind of the mind away and just allowing the heart to speak. So just remember always to just be kind and follow your heart and do what's right and teach others to be nice and always look out for other people, right? Yeah. We'll always make sure we do that. So again, just follow your heart, and hope you all have a great rest of your day. Namaste.